Welcome everybody to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on SmackDown next week, and he's going to make an example of Bryan Danielson right here tonight. Oh, targeting the stomach.
He might have it. He forces his way free.
Man, he just has so much resolve.
Back in control of Cena, right back to the arm.
Great strategy, weaken the poor, powerful Cena by taking away one of his arms.
Bryan sticking to his wheelhouse, not taking any unnecessary risks here against John Cena.
Oh, just looking to control and neutralize the bigger man. Cena, though, back to his feet, and Bryan continues to work on the arm, but now Cena, test of strength, and you don't want to get into a power battle with John.
Absolutely not. Cover here.
And a kick out. And again, Cena powering Danielson down.
Wow, look at this incredible core strength by Danielson.
Cena cannot believe that he can't get Danielson's shoulders on the mat. Gonna try it again, and Danielson able to reverse. And sends Cena flying. Incredible sequence.
Oh, man, Cena just took Danielson's head off.
As we say, sometimes there's no replacement for brute force.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
You gotta believe this one's over. John Cena is showing his strength during the early going, getting the upper hand on Danielson.
Yeah, Danielson's got some technical skill, but he's starting to be overwhelmed by Cena's brute force.
John Cena makes the cover. Easily kicks out of that one.
Gonna take a whole lot more.
Ooh!
I think Cena is a little surprised by the offense of this relative unknown.
Cena's new attitude, man, made him overlook Danielson, but if he refocuses, he should easily take control back here. Oh, and he connects.
There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up. Oh!
Nope, reverses it.
Military.
Boom!
We're seeing that trademark ruthless aggression from John Cena, and it's overwhelming Danielson.
Danielson isn't used to the big stage, guys. Cena's got this all wrapped up. When this guy's on, look out. This could be it. Cover. He hasn't done nearly enough to get the pin yet.
Big match John is not going to go down that easily.
Nobody controls the pace of it. If you're Bryan Danielson, what do you do at this point as he whips Cena across the ring?
Oh, Cena gets up a boot just in time.
And now John Cena looking to take over. Looking to put Bryan Danielson where he wants him. And here's the cover. And he got him. Cena with the win over Bryan Danielson.
Here is your winner, John
Valiant effort by
Cena.
Danielson, but Cena was just too much tonight.
A hard-fought victory tonight for Cena. Gotta be impressed with Cena tonight. We're here on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Harsh impact.
Bad spot for him to be in here, guys.
He's got to do something to get back in this thing.
I've got to say, I'm surprised to see Bryan actually testing the champion here a bit. It must be the inspiration from The Miz that's propelling this offense. Caught. Oh, look at this. Look at the suplex off the top rope.
Jeez.
Take all the wind out of you.
Daniel Bryan has had compounding problems tonight, and the main one is standing ringside.
Yeah, but Miz isn't in the ring sack. The World Heavyweight Champion is. If Daniel Bryan has an issue with The Miz, now is not the time to worry.
We got to cover. When this guy's on, look out. And Chris Jericho avoids the early pin.
Gonna take more than that.
Irish whip.
I'm still watching The Miz lurking at ringside.
There's no way that Jericho's going to lose to this guy.
Yeah, but the way this match is going, it's a real possibility.
Jericho, though, needs a breather, and he rolls out of the ring to try to do that.
Wise maneuver from a wily veteran.
I'm not sure if Jericho's going to get much rest time.
What's this guy doing? Daniel Bryan! Suicide dive right off the announce desk.
Looks like Bryan might have bounced off the announce desk himself.
I don't think Miz liked the fact that Bryan threw his body in harm's way, and I can't say I blame him. What's this guy thinking? Here we go, back inside the ring. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring. Guys, you're getting ahead of yourself. Look out. Be some sort of miracle.
Boy.
See, I told you.
Oh, boy.
This one's over now. Roll him into the walls of Jericho. Tap him out, Chris.
Bryan's trying to fight it.
Rolls through. What a counter by the technician, Dan.
Oh, my God.
Heel hook is in.
Jericho's in trouble.
Jericho trying it. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap?
He may have no choice.
He made it to the bottom rope.
You have got to be impressed, Michael, for what we're seeing from Daniel Bryan.
Did he win yet, Byron?
Daniel Bryan thinks he...
Oh, breaker!
You can't allow a veteran like Jericho any time to recover.
You're right, Corey. That was a rookie move. And now he's going to pay for it, Byron.
That very well may be the case, Michael.
This loser's going to lose again. Lion Tamer.
Can Bryan hold on?
Tap out, nerd.
You got your wish, Cole. Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too much for Daniel Bryan.
And listen, Miz has got to be so disappointed, and I don't blame him. Luck of the draw, Miz got this loser to be his protege, and now Miz a little bit of tough love here.
Tough love? Give me a break.
Tough love.
This is ridiculous.
Miz is obviously frustrated with his star pupil.
Oh, yeah, so you're frustrated, so that's okay. Now you can beat him up?
Yeah, start winning some matches, then you won't get beat up anymore.
That's ridiculous.
What disrespect me? Huh? I'm a champion.
Miz has lost his mind.
Lying on his back, looking at the lights again. Look at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart. He's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States Champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's label lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States Champion.
Miz was saving himself.
I don't know why anyone's surprised that The Miz and Daniel Bryan's relationship has come to this. The Miz can never keep an ally on his side.
Ain't that the truth? Every person the Awesome One has won the tag titles with has ended up hating The Miz. Remember the night after Extreme Rules when the Big Show's...
He's looking at it.
This might not have been...
And he escapes the submission.
And good thing, that could have been disastrous.
The two of you brought up Miz's former partnerships, and can I just point out the common element between Bryan and The Miz's old tag partners? Just like Bryan, they were all jealous of The Miz. Yes! Yes! The Miz wins! The Miz wins! Let's take another look at these guys getting after it.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz.
The entirety of Daniel Bryan's career in WWE, he's had a rival in the form of The Miz, and it's plain to see why, since the polar opposite stars have been forced to interact at so many points.
Michael, those two did not get along when The Miz was assigned to be Daniel Bryan's mentor. Bryan had much better wrestling skills, but The Miz argued that Bryan lacked charisma.
Elbow drop with authority. Ooh, what an upper. Oh, look at this. Between his championship, his briefcase, and his media obligations, Miz is slipping just a little here. He'll bounce back. Keep your eye on this one. Here we go. Daniel Bryan is in position.
He doesn't look too eager to get up, and I don't blame him.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Yes! Yes! The Miz wins! The Miz wins! Some superstars doing what they do best. Here
is
are the
your
highlights.
winner, and still the United States Champion,
The entirety of Daniel Bryan's career in WWE, he's had a rival in the form of The Miz, and it's plain to see why, since the polar opposite stars have been forced to interact at so many points.
Michael, those two did not get along when The Miz was assigned to be Daniel Bryan's mentor. Bryan had much better wrestling skills, but The Miz argued that Bryan lacked charisma. Boom!
Nailed it. Between his championship, his briefcase, and his media obligations, Miz is slipping just a little here. He'll bounce back. I just cannot believe the disrespect The Miz had to endure at the hands of Daniel Bryan. All he wanted to do on NXT was help Bryan, and that vegan nerd never listened.
Oh, whoa, disrespect? Disrespect? The Miz slapped Daniel Bryan in the face on the very first episode of NXT. If I were ever to be on NXT, I'd never take that kind of abuse from my bro.
You on NXT?
you guys brought up Miz and Bryan's relationship on NXT. Obviously, Bryan can't learn any new moves from The Miz, but ironically, Bryan's hatred of The Miz did awaken the personality Miz said Bryan lacked.
The elbow takes him down in a major way, too.
Look at Daniel Bryan strutting his stuff all over. Breakneck speed, what a hurricanrana.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
This looks to be a barn burner, gentlemen. These two guys hate each other.
Corey, come on. The Miz is WWE's fastest rising star, and Daniel Bryan is a nerdy vegan. Bryan's got no chance here tonight. Here's a cover. And a quick kick out from The Miz.
Nah, not yet. Too early.
The Miz with a nice reversal. Michael may have ragged on Daniel Bryan's diet, but that quote-unquote nerdy vegan is WWE's most effective submission expert.
And Miz is as crafty as the day is long. That makes for a pretty interesting confrontation.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Boom, what impact! What a stomp!
Good grief.
Daniel Bryan with a slick reversal. Why would anyone, please tell me, why would anyone root for Daniel Bryan? He's an indie internet nerd. He doesn't eat meat, he doesn't own a TV, and he has absolutely no personality, and he is a dog named Asparagus.
What happens if The Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
Could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble.
Yeah, but look at The Miz fight back. What a warrior. Oh, no!
Great wherewithal from The Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry.
Oh, no!
Just like that, The Miz has turned the tides in this matchup.
This is what I'm talking about. Here's the pin, title on the line.
Here we go.
And Bryan gets the shoulder up.
Nice kick out.
Miz's grasp on the United States
It
champion.
might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
Big punch finds its mark.
He's looking banged up here, guys.
And it looks like things are about to get even worse.
Oh, he's such a tough target.
Ooh. And scene. The champ's in a good spot here.
Oh, what an uppercut.
Oh, nasty impact.
Got a little something brewing here. That's the way they
Big slam.
The Miz getting outclassed here tonight, guys. Bryan is not playing right now.
In WWE, there's as much chaos outside the ring as there is inside.
He's got him covered. This might be it.
Oh, my.
Oh, and he connects.
There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
Brings down his opponent, and here it is, Corey. Oh, nice takedown. Look at the lock it in. Lapel lock. The lapel lock is in.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys. He did it! Daniel Bryan is U.S. champion!
No, no, it can't be.
Look at him go. He ain't playing here. Still can't believe I get paid to watch this amazing action.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion,
We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned, and right now, the tag team titles are on the line. The champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapists, Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles.
Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies, they've been on a tear in WWE. They know how to work together as a tag team. Then on the other side of the ring, judging from the last few weeks, Kane and Daniel Bryan are far from being on the same page.
Same page? Daniel and Kane aren't even reading the same book. Whereas Kofi and Truth are finishing each other's sentences.
We talk about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi certainly are. But what do you think Kane and Daniel Bryan's shared experience in anger management can create a chemistry of sorts?
Kofi and Truth have held those titles for 5 months. You'd be ridiculous to think that trust falls and yelling at kids wearing goat masks for a couple of weeks is going to get you the same kind of chemistry that tag team champions have.
Oh, no! Oh, man, incredible impact! You know, I have to say, I've seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face of fans anymore. He's keeping his composure pretty well. And Kane, well, Kane is still Kane. There is some deep-rooted trouble within that monster.
Irish whip! Ooh!
In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are 2 different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented since birth.
Well, one of those things for sure. They're both off the rocker in my estimation.
Great job, Dr. Cole. Uh-oh. There's the backbreaker. Really working over the body.
Looking for all the glory here.
So, Michael, let me ask you, did Daniel Bryan's anger management issues begin way back in April at WrestleMania, when Bryan, who was World Heavyweight Champion at the time, lost his title to Sheamus in a record 18 seconds? It's been haunting Daniel Bryan for months.
Yes, it did. Listen, Daniel Bryan confessed that WrestleMania was the most embarrassing moment of his whole life, and that's including the time his fiancée left him at the altar. Come to think of it, that was this year, too. I can't blame Daniel for feeling some stress. Ooh, what impact. Here he goes.
I think I hear R-Truth calling out for help from little Jimmy. Maybe Truth should ask Kofi first. Leading up to this match, a lot of praise was thrown on Kofi and R-Truth. Kofi being a 3-time Intercontinental Champion and both having time as United States Champion. Well, Daniel Bryan has his accolades as well.
Of course, Daniel Bryan won the United States Championship at this same pay-per-view 2 years ago against The Miz. He also...
Here comes Daniel Bryan sending Kingston across the ring.
And Daniel Bryan looking to put Kofi Kingston away for the tag team titles. Drop kick. Kingston's in trouble.
The
Kane
champs are in peril.
wait.
The Big Red Machine making the long climb to the top rope.
I don't think Bryan wanted Kane to make the tag.
No, not at all. He felt like he was in control. Now Kane is heading up top.
It's just a matter of time till this team implodes. We know they can't stand each other.
Kofi Kingston.
Look at Bryan. Bryan is hanging on to the ankle of Kane.
Kingston.
Crash and burn.
And now Daniel Bryan. Shoved away by Kane.
This is hilarious.
Bryan with a shot to Kane.
What is happening?
And knocks Kane off the top rope. Splash into a cover. New tag team champion.
Oh, my God.
No way. what we just saw.
WWE Tag Team Champions
Daniel Bryan
who can't stand each
and
other,
Kane.
but now they're Tag Team Champions.
Kane can't believe it. Daniel Bryan is celebrating.
No amount of therapy could have prepared the WWE Universe for this. This is going to be a disaster.
Can you imagine Kane and Daniel Bryan as tag team champions?
You don't have to imagine it. It's a reality.
And it's weird.
I guess anger management worked, well, at least somewhat, right?
Team champions! I am the tag team champions! I am the tag
And look at this.
Can't even agree who the real champion is.
Well, it's both of them, Byron.
Tag team champions! I am the tag team champions!
This is going to be interesting to watch.
There's obviously no argument here. They both won the titles.
They can't even enjoy the victory together.
Oh, watch out.
The Big Red Machine certainly not pleased with the situation, but he can call himself one half of the tag team champions.
A sold-out Raw here in Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton started the night with a double disqualification, but they will settle things in the main event with a street fight.
Randy Orton called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Kane called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Bryan is here to prove that he is not a weak link.
Tall order as he faces 9-time WWE champion Randy Orton. Beautiful technique.
I didn't think technical wrestling wizard Daniel Bryan could hold his own in a street fight, but he's doing pretty well so far.
We're really starting to see the versatility in Bryan's repertoire here.
Yeah, but a versatile repertoire means nothing if Orton can pull off an RKO out of nowhere.
We saw Team Hell No dissolve last week on Raw as both Kane and Daniel Bryan turned their sights towards the WWE Championship.
Step one in that process is beating Randy Orton. Defeating a guy of Orton's stature puts you near the front of the line for title opportunities.
Going back to Kane and Daniel Bryan's breakup, it seemed cordial, but their paths could easily cross again if one of them attains the WWE Championship.
Yeah, that reminds me, Michael. Team Hell No didn't officially hug it out when they broke up. Things could be bad between Kane and Bryan.
We're seeing two favorites of the WWE Universe battle it out here, and it's fitting that the WWE Universe voted for this to be a street fight.
The hashtags have been trending all night on social media, but the people picked a street fight over a Falls Count Anywhere and a lumberjack match. I normally disagree with the people, but they made a good call here tonight.
It's kind of a shame that Orton and Bryan are fighting tonight and that they will also be brawling with Kane in the Money in the Bank match, since those three men are the only trio to pin or submit the Shield in a six-man tag team match.
It's even more impressive when you consider the trios that fell to the Shield at WrestleMania. Orton, Sheamus, and The Big Show failed. On the Raw 2 weeks after WrestleMania, Team Hell No and The Undertaker couldn't do it. Last week, Team Hell No and Orton finally beat the Shield, and in 3 weeks, they'll be fighting each other for Money in the Bank.
Daniel Bryan has a major task ahead of him tonight. He's got to beat a man with just about every accolade on his resume in the form of Randy Orton.
Yeah, Corey, you're not kidding. Orton has held the Intercontinental Championship, the Tag Team Championship, he's won the Royal Rumble, and has been WWE Champion 9 times.
Not good for the back and body. We compared Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan's accolades before, and Daniel Bryan has a decent resume too, as he's won Money in the Bank and has held the U.S. title, tag team titles, and the world title 1 time each.
That's just it, Cole. Bryan's had a taste of success. Orton's been feasting on it forever.
Randy Orton, no problem in getting out of that one.
Look at this. Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan are both as tough as they come, and this is a matter of pride between both men. These are two guys you don't want to lose, especially to each other.
Look, we did see things get heated earlier tonight, but I think there's still a level of respect here. Neither is going to cheat to defeat the other. It's all about proving that you are the best. Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Looking to finish things off. Saxton, you were blathering about these guys being
Table in play.
Randy Orton has had rage issues, and Daniel Bryan is no stranger to anger management. Who has the advantage in a twisted match like this?
There's a world of difference between how Bryan and Orton process their anger. Orton's turned it into a Hall of Fame career. Bryan suffered some of his worst losses due to his mental issues.
Incredible!
There was a lot of force behind that one.
There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
Incredible!
There was a lot of force behind that one.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
Incredible!
There was a lot of force behind that one.
Incredible!
There was a lot of force behind that one.
Oh, and he connects.
There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
Not so fast. A street fight is apropos for Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, seen as both men will take part in a Money in the Bank ladder match in 3 weeks' time.
All the weapons we'll see Bryan and Orton sling tonight is just a prelude to the unforgiving steel ladders that play in a Money in the Bank match.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now. You two brought up the upcoming Money in the Bank match. Don't forget that Kane's in that match, too. I wonder if Bryan's going to be able to stay sane with so many agitating factors in play in that match.
I think Daniel Bryan will thrive, actually. He's won Money in the Bank more recently than Kane, and Randy Orton still hasn't won Money in the Bank after multiple attempts.
Beautiful!
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
I'm not surprised that Randy Orton couldn't make it as a tag team partner for Daniel Bryan.
He might have it.
Such vicious strikes. The Viper getting absolute.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around. You two gentlemen.
Oh, the yes lock is cinched in.
Is it locked in? What's Randy Orton gonna do?
Will the Viper tap out?
Orton's in serious trouble.
Trying to drag himself to the ropes, but remember the ropes aren't gonna cause a break here.
Guys.
Because it's a street fight. Orton with a kendo stick. Whoa!
Repeated strikes with a kendo stick. Orton wearing the weapon out on Daniel Bryan's body.
Just what the WWE's Apex Predator needs is a weapon.
It's all perfectly legal.
You will find absolutely, oh my God, no remorse whatsoever from Randy Orton.
All the frustration inside the Viper bubbling over. Orton's like a man possessed. This won't end well.
And he's got Bryan on the second rope. Randy Orton could be closing in on a victory. Oh, vintage Orton with a DDT.
I think that's the beginning of the end, gentlemen. Randy Orton seems to be preparing to go to that place.
Randy Orton is focused. Randy Orton could be closing in on victory.
Looking for the RKO. No.
Backslide by Bryan. Shoulders are down. Orton kicks out. Now on a kick by Daniel Bryan, and now kendo stick in hand. And Bryan unloading on Orton.
Bryan returning the favor.
There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
Randy Orton's methodical attacks are starting to take their toll.
The Viper strikes again. I love it.
There's a pin now. 1, 2. A sold-out Raw here in Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton started the night with a double disqualification, but they will settle things in the main event with a street fight.
Randy Orton called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Kane called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Bryan is here to prove that he is not a weak link.
Tall order as he faces 9-time WWE champion Randy Orton.
Clubbing blow to the back. Ooh, what impact. Oh, the old European uppercut.
Oh, debilitating elbow drop.
Boom, what impact. Backdrop suplex.
I didn't think technical wrestling wizard Daniel Bryan could hold his own in a street fight, but he's doing pretty well so far.
We're really starting to see the versatility in Bryan's repertoire here.
Yeah, but a versatile repertoire means nothing if Orton can pull off an RKO out of nowhere.
Daniel Bryan has been consumed with the idea that he's a weak link due to his performances in tag team competition as of late.
Well, Bryan tends to be consumed by just about every minor annoyance, but he did take the pin in 3 straight tag team championship losses to the Shield. Beautiful technique. Bringing back up Daniel Bryan as a weak link. Note that he's not sorry he let Kane down when he cost Team Hell No the tag titles, or that he failed Randy Orton in their quest for the tag titles. Bryan's just thinking about himself here.
Look, Bryan may have faltered in those matches, but Bryan was also the guy who got Seth Rollins to tap out for the Shield's first ever 6-man tag team loss. He can obviously be a team player, but right now, Bryan is out to prove he's a singles superstar.
The quick reversal there by Randy Orton.
This rivalry between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton has been simmering for weeks and looks to violently explode during this street fight.
Yeah, Bryan has been determined to show he can beat Orton. Last week on Raw, Randy Orton won the match via ref stoppage when Bryan injured his own hand. Bryan got a countout win 4 days later on SmackDown, but he wants a definitive win over the Viper here tonight. And here comes Orton. Ooh!
We recounted Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton's matches as of late. We thought it would be settled in tonight's open.
Uh-oh. Hung out to dry.
Good night. He's back in control here.
He knows he's in trouble.
I think we know.
A sold-out Raw here in Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton started the night with a double disqualification, but they will settle things in the main event with a street fight.
Randy Orton called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Kane called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Bryan is here to prove that he is not a weak link.
Tall order as he faces 9-time WWE champion Randy Orton.
This might be it. Oh, my. Elbow drop. You gotta believe this one's over. Oh, chin-breaking uppercut.
I didn't think technical wrestling wizard Daniel Bryan could hold his own in a street fight, but he's doing pretty well so far.
We're really starting to see the versatility in Bryan's repertoire here.
Yeah, but a versatile repertoire means nothing if Orton can pull off an RKO out of nowhere.
We saw Team Hell No dissolve last week on Raw as both Kane and Daniel Bryan turned their sights towards the WWE Championship.
Step one in that process is beating Randy Orton. Defeating a guy of Orton's stature puts you near the front of the line for title opportunity.
Oh, my goodness. Harsh impact. He's in a bad spot, guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if he hightails it through the crowd. You should go with him, Byron.
Going back to Kane and Daniel Bryan's breakup, it seemed cordial, but their paths could easily cross again if one of them attains the WWE Championship.
Yeah, that reminds me, Michael. Team Hell No didn't officially hug it out when they broke up. Things could be bad between Kane and Bryan.
What a strike.
And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way.
Orton's starting to falter a bit, and you can tell it's starting to frustrate the Viper.
A street fight should be Orton's forte, but he's facing an extremely motivated Daniel Bryan.
This rivalry between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton has been simmering for weeks and looks to violently explode during this street fight.
Bryan has been determined to show he can beat Orton. Last week on Raw, Randy Orton won the match via ref stoppage when Bryan injured his arm. Bryan got a count-out win 4 days later on SmackDown, but he wants to...
He's looking at it. We recounted Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton's matches as of late. We thought it would be settled until... Whoa! He gets out of it.
He's at another level right now, Michael.
Oh, my goodness. This hurts. Oh!
Elbow drop.
Big time. What a stomp.
Good grief.
This can go a variety of different ways, Corey.
And almost none of them are good.
We're seeing two favorites of the WWE Universe battle it out here, and it's fitting that the WWE Universe voted for this to be a street fight.
The hashtags have been trending all night on social media, but the people picked a street fight over a Falls Count Anywhere and a lumberjack match. I normally disagree with the people, but they made a good call here tonight.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
This will damage your back. Nailed it. Boom! Oh, nasty impact. Ooh!
Randy Orton has had rage issues, and Daniel Bryan is no stranger to anger management. Who has the advantage in a twisted match like this?
There's a world of difference between how Bryan and Orton process their anger. Orton's turned it into a Hall of Fame career. Bryan suffered some of his worst losses due to his mental issues.
Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan are both as tough as they come, and this is a matter of pride between both men. These are two guys you don't want to lose, especially to each other.
Look, we did see things get heated earlier tonight, but I think there's still a level of respect here. Neither is going to cheat to defeat the other. It's all about proving that, look out!
Saxton, you were blathering about these guys being respectful, and I gotta dispute you. Orton's done some despicable things to get ahead, and Bryan certainly wasn't respectful when he cashed in Money in the Bank on the Big Show. You do what you can to get ahead in this industry.
Corey, that's all in the past. The WWE Universe loves both these guys because they're all about competition, not cheating.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Boom!
Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one.
A minor miracle might...
I don't believe it.
And that table can shorten careers, Michael.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, no.
Boom, what impact. The Viper strikes again. I love it. Orton better not waste this opportunity.
Punishing the human body.
The Viper strikes again. I love it.
One of the most amazing combinations you will...
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
You got there it is.
Did you hear that crack?
Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one. Nailed it.
Ooh, what impact. There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
Beautiful technique.
Randy Orton, no problem in getting out of that one.
Orton's hit Bryan with everything in his arsenal. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled out an ugly stick and beat Bryan with that.
Well, regardless of how he looks, the match itself is looking very ugly for Daniel Bryan.
Kick.
When this guy's on, look out.
What a stomp. Good grief.
There he goes, crashing to the floor.
Looks like both these superstars have found that little extra something to keep themselves going here tonight.
Harsh impact. Showing off some of his speed there.
And he's heading back in.
Neckbreaker! He's got the shoulders down. And he manages to get the shoulder up.
He's got some more fight in him, guys.
I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be.
Boy, these superstars have been through it all here in this Extreme Rules match. Give these superstars a ton of credit. I don't know too many competitors who can withstand the amount of punishment that they have here tonight.
And here comes Orton.
Beautiful technique. Randy Orton playing it up, but I'm not sure it's the right time or place.
Going for the big one.
They'll leave a mark permanently.
The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
The yes lock is in.
Wow.
The yes lock is in.
Unreal.
Locks in. What's Randy Orton? There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
Boom, what impact. Backbreaker.
Hung out to dry.
Vintage Randy Orton.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier.
Looking for the finish. He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
And there's his speed paying off.
A barrage of strikes.
Endless.
Can he finish him off here? You can't teach that type of talent.
This might be it.
Oh my, the Viper getting absolutely pounded right now. Randy Orton got the worst end of that stick.
Incredible.
There's a lot of force.
You gotta believe this one's over.
The Viper strikes again. I love it.
Here we go.
Nailed it.
The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
Incredible.
There was a lot of force.
Daniel Bryan using the kendo stick for leverage. And Orton taps out. Randy Orton taps out.
What a win for Daniel Bryan.
Career-defining win for Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan with one of the biggest victories of his career.
And we knew it was going to be a physically grueling battle between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. And boy, did Bryan earn this.
Gotta give it up to him. Gotta give it up to Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan's going to be feeling the effects of this one for some time.
Oh, hold on.
Orton offering a sign of respect.
That's what you love to see. Two great superstars, two great warriors displaying their mutual respect for each other.